Peace to the universal family. It's the Solomon Ra of Indigenous People Media Outlet. And I've been downloading my YouTube page. I haven't been as active on my YouTube page due to I'm trying to get my page monetized right now. And it's a big thing. Like I've been going back and forth with YouTube for a while. You gotta be under the guidelines pretty much to get monetized. So I haven't been as active. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stick to the YouTube guidelines while I'm under this little review. As soon as I get monetized, I'm back at y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to bring this bill to you today. I'm gonna get right into it. Perception is reality. That's the bill we're doing today. Perception is reality. And now what I mean by that, because I see like just on an everyday basis, or by society standards, it's like it's a big thing about what's right or how you supposed to live. You know what I'm saying? What's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or if you do certain things, this is right to do. It's right to live this way, and it's not right to live that way. Through religion and just through society standards. You know what I'm saying? Certain things are right, and certain things are wrong. This is by society standards. But when I say perception is reality, it's a heavy concept, because this means that in reality, there is no right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Basically what it comes down to. And that's not just what I believe. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything that we've been taught, this either right or wrong, is basically, we've been taught, we've been programmed that. You know what I'm saying? That was like, that comes from somebody else understanding, basically. That's not a universal law. You know what I'm saying? A universal law is something like, when you want to talk about gravity or, the law of attraction, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Universal laws that the laws cannot be broken. If you break them, it's a universal consequence that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? It could be death. It could be, a lot of different things that could happen if you break the universal laws. You know what I'm saying? Now, man-made laws and the standards of society, that's a whole different thing. That's something that you could choose to live by if you want to, but that's not necessarily a law. You know what I'm saying? It's just a man-made law. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, okay, the law tells you that if you commit murder, that it's wrong. Right? That you're going to get a lot of time for that, and you're not supposed to do that. But by all accounts, if somebody, like, say something happened to someone's, I don't want to put myself, put that energy on me. So I'm just going to say, if something happens to someone, niece, nephew, or their child, you know what I'm saying? Like, say somebody kills their child senselessly, and they go back and they kill that person. Now the law tells you that they're going to go do time for that. But by all standards, if you ask anybody, they're not going to think that person was wrong for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they probably was in law enforcement. And there's a lot of people in law enforcement that probably would tell you the same thing. That, that's not necessarily wrong. But so that's one case of showing you the perception is reality. You know what I'm saying? Because to the law, you're going to jail for that. But in all of counts, if you ask anybody, they're going to tell you that you're not wrong for doing that, or they would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to their child or their niece or nephew, or just a family member, their mom, you know what I'm saying? If somebody senselessly just say murdered one of their family members, and they went and avenged the murder, by all accounts, that person would be a hero, really. You know what I'm saying? But by the law standard, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And that could be considered a first degree murder because it's premeditated. You know what I'm saying? So a possibility that you're going to jail for a long time. You know? So that's just one way that I could show you that perception is just reality. You know what I'm saying? There is really no right or wrong. It's just perception, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's just perception. What might, you know what I'm saying? What you eat don't make me shit. So something that might be good for you, that might be something that's detrimental to me, or something that I might can excel from. That might be what you would call it, a weak area for you. You know what I'm saying? So it is no right or wrong. It's just perception at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And this world is built off of a million different perceptions as far as since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? It's a million different perceptions just laid on you from when you're coming out the womb. You know what I'm saying? You're getting hit with all of these different perceptions. And basically, you know what I'm saying, this is how you get programmed. You know what I'm saying? You're programmed from birth. When you come out the womb, you start getting hit with all these different perceptions, which really, it's not, none of that is what you would say. It's not a fact, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a perception, you know. In this universe, we live in like a holographic universe, right? This is another way I can explain it for you. We live in a holographic universe. This world that we know is an illusion. Now, this is a heavy concept, so bear with me. What I mean by that is basically if you, we can only experience this world through our five senses, right? So that means we can only experience the world through taste, touch, sight, hearing, and feeling, right? Okay, now through those five senses, that's what all human beings have. Through those five senses, that's not a perfect tool to navigate the universe as far as, it's a good tool, it's a great tool to be able to have five senses, but it's not a perfect tool. And this is what I mean. Basically, with your eyes, we can only have 20/20 vision. That's the best sight that you can have is 20/20 vision. But if there's something called a bird eye view, a bird can see way better than a human can see. So that means if a human had bird eyes, you could see the universe through a more clear manner. You know what I'm saying? So just like say if you're a human, you can have bird eyes. You will be able to experience the universe in a whole different way than what we experience it now. So that shows you that it's basically just an illusion through the five senses. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a heavy concept right there. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to come tap in with y'all. I ain't did no builds in a while. You know what I'm saying? And I've been really wanting to lay this one down. And I was like, yeah, let me get with my folks, man, and lay this build down, because a lot of people don't understand this concept. But it is key that we understand this when we're dealing with higher consciousness. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's different levels to consciousness. You know what I'm saying? But the goal should be able to evolve into higher consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Because you start, when you come into consciousness, you're at the lowest level, but you want to be able to ascend to higher consciousness to where, you moving through this universe, like the God or the goddess that you are. You know what I'm saying? The God of the earth, you know what I'm saying, that you are. You feel me? You want to be moving at a frequency, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's known that we only use like 5% of our brain. But when you're dealing with higher consciousness, that's how you're able to tap into, you know what I'm saying, different things, different more of a percentage level of the brain. You know what I'm saying? Through meditation and some people practice the astral projection and the DMT and different ways that you can basically. Some people even do the mushrooms. That you can tap into your brain and open up different areas that we might not use with that little 5% that we're accessible to. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to tap into that. So some people smoke marijuana. I smoke marijuana. You know what I'm saying? I'm a medical marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Patient, and I got my card. So that it's different ways that you can tap into that higher consciousness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that should be the goal. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just wanted to build with y'all on that. Like I said, perception is reality. There is no wrong or right. There is no wrong or right. Remember that. Perception is reality. What might be right for you, it might not be good for me. You know what I'm saying? What might be right for me, that might not be good for you. What you eat don't make me shit, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to take the time out, build with the Universal family. We still here, you know what I'm saying? Feel free, get in them comments, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, as soon as I'm done with this, under this YouTube review, to get my channel monetized, we're going to be dropping content every day, like how we used to, you know what I'm saying, on a more consistent level. Sometimes I don't like to drop builds every day because my builds have a quality level with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can eat that food up today and you can come back and eat that food up a year from now and catch something else in my builds that I do. So yeah, y'all go back and check out some of my older builds that I've done as well. But until then, peace and love to the Universal family. Cosmic salute. I'm out.